Alright, the WWE Fastlane review. I haven't watched like the first hour of it because I was at a WWE house show in London, but from what I did watch, I'll try and analyze what I did watch, the best from what I read and saw, from the highlights, and from what I watched the rest of the show. So, first match was a pre-show match. Ty Dillinger and the Queer Police, Queer Zongo, against Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin, and Mojo Rawley. It's a pre-show match. Who fucking cares? Team Dillinger won easy. So, fuck it. Who cares? First match of the night in the main card was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. Heard it was a pretty good match back and forth. Shinsuke Nakamura hits the Kinshasa on Rusev. Gets the 3 count for the win. Alright. Next up, the U.S. title match. Bobby Roode defends against Randy Orton. Pretty good match back and forth in the end. Randy Orton hits RKO, gets 3 count for the win. Randy Orton is now your new United States champion. And more importantly, Randy Orton's now a Grand Slam champion in WWE. Because the U.S. title was the only title he didn't have. He's won a world title, an Intercontinental title, a tag title, and now a U.S. title. The Grand Slam of Wrestling. Actually, the Grand Slam of Wrestling would be Grand Slam of WWE, because Grand Slam of Wrestling would be winning every world title in TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan, and WWE. But yeah, still. After the match, Jinder Mahal did post-match assault, attacked Randy Orton and Bobby Roode. And then Bobby Roode hit the glorious DDT on Jinder Mahal, and Bobby Roode hit the glorious DDT on Randy Orton. This just set up for the U.S. title to be the ladder match. It's going to be at WrestleMania. Next up, a women's tag match. Naomi and Becky Lynch versus Carmella and Natalya. It was not really that good of a match. It was a snooze fest. Natalya and Carmella shock everyone. Carmella hits a super kick on Becky Lynch and gets the 3 count for the win. So yeah, who cares? Next up, the tag team match. Usos defend the tag titles against the New Day. Decent match back and forth. In the end, when all 5 are outside the ring, the Bludgeon Brothers, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, came out, attacked both teams, forcing the double DQ. It was ruled a no contest, but I call it a DQ. So Usos were retaining regardless. And then they destroy everybody. Eric Rowan do a crossbody onto Big E, onto the concrete floor. Both Usos would get a frog splash from Eric Rowan. And Xavier Woods would get a brutal power bomb right into the steel steps. Kofi Kingston got attacked somewhere. And then the big part is that through all of this, Xavier Woods actually had to be stretchered out. Like, he was not able to walk on his own power. Didn't even give a thumbs up on his way out if he was okay. The early injury reports say that Xavier Woods suffered a spinal contusion. You know, we know how serious spinal injuries can be. It can range from anywhere from 6 months to a year to maybe even your fucking career ending. Like, we don't know. Xavier's career could be fucking over for all we know, because we've seen what spinal injuries can do. It was spinal stenosis that ended Edge's career. It's spinal stenosis that pretty much has ended fucking Paige's career. It hasn't ended Xavier Woods. Like, I don't like the New Day, but I don't wish fucking injury on people. Like, fuck. All I say is Xavier Woods, rest well, have a good recovery, and come back soon. Just stay off Mania. So, yeah. Moving on, next match was the women's title match. We get Charlotte Flair versus Ruby Riott. Back and forth match. Actually, Ruby Riott would hit her Riott kick right off the bat, but it won't be a 2 count, of course. In the end, Charlotte Flair walks in the figure 8 leg lock, gets the submission victory. After the match, Asuka would come out. I'm like, what the hell? Asuka would come out and point to WrestleMania time, making it clear that she wants to face Charlotte Flair for the women's title at Mania instead of Alexa Bliss. So Asuka wants the SmackDown women's title. Well, Alexa's already faced Asuka on a random Raw and lost. Asuka's never faced Charlotte Flair, so fuck it, go for it. The Queen versus the Empress, how about that? Also in that match, Becky Lynch and Naomi were at ringside along with Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan of the Riot Squad. All 4 would get ejected at some point in the match. So yeah, next up, really quick, this was a really short night. Really quick, last one is a main event, the 6-pack challenge. AJ Styles defends the WWE title against Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and fuckboy Buckethead John Cena. Of course, when John come out, he gets the John Cena sucks song. And yeah, the match start. Cena would hit AA on Corbin, Ziggler, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. So we're off to a good start right off the bat, making Cena look strong and shoving him down our throats. A little bit later on, all 5 other men would attack Cena, so they all gain up on him, down that cliche. Match ending was pretty interesting. A couple highlights. Cena would hit an AA onto... So yeah, Kevin Owens would act, and Sami Zayn at one point in the match, they were all talking to Shane McMahon, trying to get in his face, because Shane was at ringside watching the match. In the end, Kevin Owens would actually super kick Shane McMahon accidentally. Then in the ring, Kevin Owens would hit the pop-up powerbomb on Dolph Ziggler. And when the ref counted 2, Shane pulled him out of the ring. Then Sami Zayn hits the Luba kick on Kevin Owens. And when Sami got the count to 2, Shane would pull Sami out of the ring. That's like, okay. So then after that, Cena would hit an AA on Dolph. Try to roll through for another AA. And then Dolph would actually counter it with the famouser. Now, Kevin Owens would hit the pop-up powerbomb on Cena. But then, after that, AJ Styles hits the phenomenal forearm on Kevin Owens and gets the 3 count for the win. So, yeah, AJ is still champion. And we get our dream match of AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania. How about that? Honestly, though, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura should be in the main event. Because that's going to be match of the night. Those two are going to tear the house down. And I say right here, all AJ and Shinsuke need to have a 5-star match is 15 minutes. 12 to 15 minutes, that's all they need. Anything over 15 minutes, not only becomes an instant classic, it becomes a Mania moment. But yeah, Fastlane review, my overall rating, 6 out of 10. It's one of the best Fastlanes ever I've seen. It's better than the last 3 years combined of the event, that's for sure. So WWE actually did something right. They actually made a good call by making Fastlane a SmackDown pay-per-view after how shitty it's been of a Raw pay-per-view. So yeah, Vince, good job. Good job. You did it well, Vince. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. WWE vlog from WWE Live in London, that will be up either Monday night or Tuesday, sometime Tuesday. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.